Everything you have ever seen was once smaller than an atom. 13.8 billion years ago, there were no stars, no space, and no before. Everything that exists was gathered into a single point. It did not explode into anything. There was no anything. Space itself began to stretch, and it has never stopped. In the first second, matter and antimatter destroyed each other almost perfectly. Almost. A tiny surplus survived, and that leftover is everything. In 3 minutes, the universe made hydrogen and helium, then cooled too far to make much else. The hydrogen in your body is that old. For 380,000 years, the universe was a glowing fog, too hot for atoms to hold together, so light could not travel. It was bright, and it was blind. Then atoms formed, the fog cleared, and light escaped for the first time. That light is still arriving. We can still see it today. Then the lights went out. For hundreds of millions of years, there was nothing to see at all. Only gravity, quietly pulling the gas together. And then, at last, the first stars caught fire. They were enormous, blue and violent, and they burned out fast. Inside them, hydrogen was crushed into carbon, into oxygen, into iron. Stars are where the ingredients of everything were made. And when they died, they threw it all back out. Every atom in you heavier than helium was forged inside a star and scattered when it exploded. The ash of those first stars gathered into galaxies. Then, 9 billion years simply passed. None of it had anything to do with us yet. Then, 4.6 billion years ago, one unremarkable cloud collapsed and lit. That is our sun. Around it spun a disk of leftover rubble. The rubble stuck together. That is all a planet is. 4.5 billion years ago, Earth was a molten, airless ball of lava, and no one would have recognized it. And then, something the size of Mars hit us. We call it Theia. Both worlds turned to liquid, and a colossal spray of molten rock was flung into orbit. The debris became the moon. It hung far closer then, and far larger. It steadies our tilt and pulls our tides, the wreckage of the worst day this planet ever had. Then came the water, far earlier than anyone expected. Crystals, 4.4 billion years old, formed alongside liquid water. The oceans arrived almost as soon as the rock could hold them. And still the leftovers kept falling, for hundreds of millions of years. The solar system was not finished with us. And yet by 3.5 billion years ago, in shallow water, there were mats of living things. Life did not take its time. It showed up almost as soon as it could. Then those microbes started breathing out oxygen. It rusted the oceans, poisoned the sky, and killed almost everything alive. We are the survivors of that disaster, and we breathe their waste. 13.8 billion years of physics. Stars had to live and die just to make the atoms in your hands, and it produced something that could look up and wonder where it came from. Thanks for watching. Subscribe, and I will keep writing these down.